You ready for this, punk?
I've been waiting for this since the moment all this mutiny stuff started. So yeah, I'm more than ready.
Not gonna lie, I'm jealous you two are going to get your hands on Bailey. Oh, I was looking forward to hitting her with our whirlwind splash.
At least you'll get to see Punk and I nail her with it from ringside.
I guess that'll do.
Let's stay alert out there. We're heading into enemy territory. Knowing mutiny, anything can and probably will happen.
Got it.
All right, let's go put some idiots in their places.
It's the unit. And the challengers from Mutiny taking full advantage. There you see what's at stake. Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bailey onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bailey and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE. Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage. Face gouge! Oh, God! Look, the most intelligent competitor in a battle knows that there are many roads to victory, including the low road.
Check out the springboard. Clothesline! That was amazing. Both wrists captured, and that was nasty. A reversal. Well scouted. He's able to counter that.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in. No way! Good goal!
Inverted Frankensteiner!
Punching their way out of that one.
Chess match of counters and reversals happening here. Both superstars countering one move after another.
Here it comes.
Hooked up. And nice sidewinder suplex.
She decides to tag out.
That was one way for the champion to send a message. Will there be a response in kind?
Strong counter from Punk. Oh, he fights Lexus back. Neckbreaker! The challenger is getting torn into.
Yeah, but you have to keep on battling for your team.
Boom! What a counter! He puts him into the corner. Oh, he had that scouted. Ooh!
Looking the leg. Oh, fisherman driver.
And easily kicks out of the count.
Don't know how he can't get more than a 1 count at this point.
Oh, poorly timed high-risk attempt. Sharp shot.
Well, maybe it's just me, but you can only be disrespected so many times like that before you start to develop a complex.
You get slapped a lot, Corey?
It's none of your business, Cole.
The champion with a painful reminder as to why they are holding the gold. Knowing when to bust out big, devastating maneuvers like that.
Tag made.
Bayley did her homework there. Ooh, just relentless.
And any one of those shots, the challenger is going for it. Gets the shoulder up and one.
Could be in search of a second win now. Point of the elbow finds the mark.
You saw that being telegraphed.
Double axe handle.
Oh, scattered that one.
Gets out of the way of that one.
One step ahead there. Oh, on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam, suplex.
That just reverberated throughout the entire building. Tuck Irish whip from Punk on Bayley.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails the bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
We've seen the defending champs win matches with the whirlwind splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn.
Wait, what?
Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over.
We have new Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bayley invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bayley and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted to main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bayley on board, we recruited Kevin Owens on the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. When you were busy trying to start a new world order, who do you think riled up R-Truth and got the Raw and SmackDown rosters fighting each other? That would be me. Who do you think put the mutiny mask in Naomi's locker, huh? You thought it just magically transported its way from the trash can? It was me, you simpletons. You two used to train together, right? Maybe just quit WWE now and go open up a gym. Early retirement. This is your chance to get out before someone gets hurt. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
We're okay, but definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
This feels like that winter when we both got hurt doing that insane drill.
Oh yeah. You messed up your knee and I broke my arm. We were the walking wounded for a while there.
Yeah, at first we were helpless and ready to sit out until we healed up. But after a week or so, we started to figure out how to help each other compensate for what we were missing.
So you figured out how to get by?
You can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on SmackDown talking to superstars from the women's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take all of Punk's away at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain of responsibility on your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty much the end of WWE as we know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bailey was the puppet mistress pulling the strings of this mutiny rebellion. And as you may have heard, she and I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You were part of the NXT 4 Horsewomen together. You and Bailey don't just have history, you have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bailey as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader to CM Punk's second fiddle has got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
Not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bailey all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bailey's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
If you can split Mutiny's core and bring Bailey back home to WWE, you're not just on our Survivor Series team. You're the linchpin.
Linchpin. I'm the punter around these parts. That's gimmick infringement.
If you're gonna steal, steal from the best.
Flattery will get you everywhere. All right, let's see if I can get my old pal's attention.
Becky Lynch is ready for action.
Behold the...
Becky Lynch has promised that this match is going to get Mutiny talking.
Everyone knows her history with Nia Jax. It was after one of their exchanges that the man became the man. This will get everyone talking.
There's more on Becky's mind than beating Nia. Take a look at how she's moving differently in there. There's something familiar about her. Hoisting up their opponent before a backbreaker, but there's more work to be done. A second. Over and over.
Into the cover, looking for the win.
And a kick out by Becky Lynch.
Still has enough energy for the simple kick out.
And she reversed it.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse. Short clothesline hits its mark.
What a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent. These two going strike for strike, it seems. Oof. Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now. WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out.
What impressive determination from both competitors.
Keeping just going after everything they've got now. Oh, getting the better of that exchange. Nia avoids contact.
These two have learned each other so well. We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
Big boots. Lynch responds. No love lost between Lynch and her opponent.
Oh, and that's what she gets for taking her eyes off her opponent.
Samoa drop! Absolutely soul-crushing impact from up high. Oh, great wherewithal there.
She's able to take a stand there.
Becky weathered the storm and wants to create a flurry of her own.
Lynch letting her opponent know who's in charge.
Right forearm! And Lynch gets stonewalled. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Oh, some flush. She can end this thing right here. She kicks out with authority.
A lot of energy left in that kick out. This matchup isn't anywhere near over.
Not a good spot to be in. Crashing down. Samoan drop. Lands a timely reversal. Clothesline. Great reversal from Jax.
Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the teeth. Waistlock.
The raw determination of Becky Lynch really shining through.
Face first off the knee. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count.
This might be the beginning of the end.
Manhandle slam. Is it the finishing touch Lynch needs?
Tossed back into the ring.
Jax throws a hard punch.
Turning the tables. Clothesline. Off with their head. Her endurance is really being tested now.
It's safe to say Becky's definitely trying to send a message right now.
Lynch's strategy paying dividends.
Nia needs to find that irresistible force once more.
Oh, look at this. How pretty is this? Man, face buster.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh. Look out. Rose plant. And that took Nia down. Going for the win. Not letting up.
Oh, my, that was close.
Amazing kick out. You cannot help but be impressed by Nia Jax's fortitude here tonight.
You know, Becky is feeling a dissatisfaction with the outcome of that pin count. She thought she had it. A rare spot of trouble for Nia.
Becky's dishing out a last kicking.
Can Becky do this?
This is how you make a statement. This is how you show the world that you're the man. Her legs are wobbling, but that's the least of her problems. Kick to the gut. Uh-oh. Look out. Rose plant.
Lynch got all of her. Cashing in on that effort.
2. There it is. Becky Lynch is your winner.
Here is your winner.
Becky Lynch just defeated...
Thanks for meeting me up here.
No problem, but isn't this just a little bit paranoid?
People have been jumping from WWE to Mutiny since the night they invaded. Bailey probably has a set of eyes or ears hanging around here somewhere.
Well, word definitely got back to her about you doing her moves. Did you see her social media rant?
It was hard to miss. I'm already so far under her skin, she's gonna scratch herself raw.
Right? I've never seen a person use so many words to insist they don't care about something.
That'd be the lady protesting too much. One more nudge, I think I'll be able to open Bailey's eyes to how Punk's really using her.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm Irish, darling. I'm just gonna use my words.
Welcome to the return of Ding Dong. Hello! I'm your host, Bailey. And I'm wearing some brand new fancy slacks for the occasion. This week, we have the biggest guest I have ever seen walk through that door. She's an icon, a legend, the former leader of Mutiny, me!
You know, I had this really funny bit about Bailey walking through that door and doing a big pratfall like some cheesy sitcom. But honestly, it's just making me sad. See, I miss Bailey. The real Bailey. My Bailey. I'm doing all this to try and remind her who she really is. You were the heart of the Four Horsewomen. The soul of us. Remember, Bailey? Do you? You were the sun we orbited around, the glue that held us together. You're a leader. If it had really been you in charge of Mutiny, I might not like it, but at least I'd respect the game. But this, following a cult leader like Punk off a cliff, that's not you. That can't be you. If you rang the doorbell and walked through that door, all I'd ask is what the hell happened to my friend. So instead, later tonight, I'm gonna go out there, and when the bell rings, I hope you're standing across from me. It's time we mend our fences.
Becky Lynch invited Bailey to the ring, and it seems Bailey accepted.
I didn't think she would actually show. Look out!
Kyrie Sane from behind.
This was a setup.
Becky was distracted. Now Kyrie's laying in the punches.
The referee's finally getting some control.
It's about damn time.
No, Kyrie's going back. Get up, Becky.
Kyrie Sane wanted to get her hands on Becky Lynch. Now she has her chance.
If Becky thought she could talk any sense into that traitor...
Oh, look out!
Oh, flattening the opposition. Elbow to the leg, and look at this, just attacking the knee.
Teeing off.
Just never had a chance to block any of those. Now look at this laser focus. She's looking to put this to bed. Getting tossed by the Hurricane Rana. It takes a certain level of athleticism to pull that off.
Stomping down. Becky can't stop this string of offense.
Becky's fighting spirit needs to cause a change here. Elbow drop. Becky moves out of the way.
Stunner! Stunner!
Way to avoid that. Man.
Short clothesline hits its mark.
Insane, able to counter.
Reversal after reversal. These two have counters for days.
Connecting with a sharp elbow. Oh, hey. Becky connects. Fighting back with everything she has. That might take some of the fight out of Kyrie.
And Becky saw an obstacle in her way and handled it accordingly.
Becky Lynch looking to end this one. This could do it.
Just looking to do some damage.
Oh, this trap, but she gets away.
Drop toe hold. Kyrie gets that sent right back to her. Becky Lynch.
Manhandle slam.
Becky has opened up an opportunity.
Hooking it up here. What's next? Boom! Incredible suplex. Might be going high risk here. From the top.
Oh, and that will do it. Not getting up from that one, so it's called.
Becky Lynch just fended off Kyrie Sane's attack and sent her back to Mutiny with a lot of explaining to do.
Becky, Becky, Becky. You know, it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why you were so determined to get my attention. Now I see. It's the same thing it's always been with you, Rebecca. Green-eyed envy. You're right. I was the heart and soul of the Horsewomen, and that always ate you up inside. You wanted the little girls wearing your costume. You wanted matches like the one I had in Brooklyn. You seethed at everything I built. You believe you can cause tension between Punk and me because you think we work by the same code as the WWE locker room. Every person for themselves. You're wrong. Mutiny is different. We're breaking the old hierarchies. You are the one who sold your soul for success, Becky. You call yourself the man when you've been dancing a jig to WWE's tune since the beginning. Your book tour, your morning show interviews, your fans, all gifts from the machine for being a good little girl. You would throw any friend under the bus to get ahead. Unlike Kyrie Sane, who joined Mutiny out of loyalty to our friendship. Loyalty, which you never had. I don't know what you're after, Becky, but I know there's one way to settle it. In the ring. But I'm not the fool you think I am. You're not going to sucker me into a SmackDown trap. Come home to the place that made you, Becky. Come face me at NXT and I'll show you what you really are. A puppet. You're not the only one who can play mind games. Stay tuned.
Are you sure about this, Becky? Seems risky.
Come on. Last time I checked, we're wrestlers. The only way to pull Bayley out of whatever poison daydream Punk sold her on is to face her in the ring.
Which is a great strategy as long as you actually make it to the ring. She's got a whole army down there at NXT. I'm pretty sure you're walking into a trap.
You don't know her. Her ego will drive her to try to beat me one-on-one.
Say you're right. Is CM Punk going to be that honorable? Just let me go down there with you. Somebody needs to get your back.
Punk exposed you as the mastermind behind those masked attacks that brought us all together against Mutiny. I don't need that kind of extra heat surrounding me.
And you believed Punk? Come on, like I could do such a thing.
Look, I appreciate the offer, and I'm happy as hell someone brave enough to walk into the belly of the beast is leading our team into Survivor Series. But no,
Becky, to win the best of 3 series and save this company, we need you to make it to Survivor Series. If Mutiny decides to jump you while you're in their house...
I'm not scared of being attacked. I'm scared I've lost my friend forever. I need to do this alone.
The Bayley buddies are back, but that's Becky Lynch.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch!
There's only one reason Becky's cosplaying with Bayley's old entrance, and that's to get Bayley so angry she...
Wait a minute, that's Bayley dressed like Becky the night she debuted.
And her opponent from San Jose, California, Bayley!
I don't like Mutiny, but I have to admit Bayley might be a better dancer than Becky was.
I don't know about that, but you have to think this is going to get under Becky's skin.
The mind games are over and the jokes have ended. Now these former best friends are going to settle years of animosity.
Bayley cast her lot with Mutiny from the very beginning, but Becky thinks she can turn her back to light.
If Becky Lynch really thinks she can beat some sense into Bayley after everything we've seen, she's gonna need the luck of the Irish.
Ooh, that foils Lynch.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework. A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one giving an inch. Find some payback with their own reversal. All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Sharp clothesline. Sent right into the corner.
Oh, the reversal by Bayley. What a display here. Counters on both sides. Driving them down.
Down for the pin, and she gets a quick kick out.
Nah, not yet. Too early. And she heads out to the floor. Obviously was in need of a breather.
Here she goes, sliding back into the ring. Knife edge chop echoing through the arena.
Lynch finds the mark.
Becky's looking to go airborne.
Here we go. All the way to the outside. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
And Lynch is all fired up now.
The man is...
Takedown, rolls through, shoulders down. Oh, this has got to be it.
No early kick out.
She's still got a lot of stamina left.
There it is. Reversal. She counters it.
Stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut.
Bayley looking a little worse for wear after taking that hit.
That was a big-time onslaught from Lynch.
Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now. From the top.
Oh, way off. That's a big mistake.
No. She's making the climb to the top rope. Punched up top. Almost lost her balance, but regained it. Diving elbow drop.
There's the pin.
Gets the shoulder up after one.
So resilient.
Oh, no! Someone call the orthodontist. Kick right to the midsection.
This is just establishing dominance.
Ooh, what a stop right to the chest. Are you kidding me?
Bayley has bad intentions for Becky.
And Becky anticipated that.
These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow, and able to beat Bayley to the punch.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Boom! Ooh!
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Short clothesline hits its mark. Becky Lynch looking for it.
Oh, manhandle slam! Becky has opened up an opportunity.
Hangs on by a thread. Bayley's not showing any quit. It's impossible to challenge anyone's character when they kick out of that maneuver.
And Becky Lynch is nothing if not a thinking woman.
Becky with a takedown, looking for the dishonor. Can she cinch it in?
The dishonor! The arm's trapped. Not finding an easy way to get out of this one. Arm is trapped, but she gets away.
She gets put in the corner. Intercepted by the man. Oh, look at Becky.
There it is. Manhandle slam. Can that finish Bayley?
2. Becky Lynch walked into Mutiny's home base and defeated their second in command.
Is tonight the end of this rivalry or a new beginning?
Come on! Come on, Bailey, shake my hand. Come on! This isn't who you are. Please,
She's
Bailey.
going to do it.
Bayley's coming home.
Never! Never!
Damage control? What the heck?
I knew it. I knew Bayley was too far gone.
I never thought I would see those women standing together as a unit again.
You see, Becky, this is what the horsewomen never had. Loyalty. How many times have we all stabbed each other in the back? Again and again and again and again until 4 became 3. You were right about one thing: mending fences. And so I did, with my real sisters. You might have beaten me in a match, but you lost tonight because damage control is mutiny.
Damage control is mutiny, which means WWE is in serious trouble.
I don't think Becky Lynch is worried about mutiny or WWE right now, Byron.
She's thinking about the friend she just lost forever.
We worked as hard as we could to peel Bailey away from mutiny, but it really feels like we took a loss on this one.
I can see your point.
Come on. I know it doesn't feel great right now, but you did make a dent in their armor, Becky. You beat Bailey on Mutiny's home turf. If that doesn't create some internal strife, I don't know what will.
I suppose so. But beating Bailey was never the point. I thought I could help her find her way back. There was this moment after the match when I thought I saw the old Bailey. But even that was just a mask while she waited for damage control.
I'm sorry. I feel like I pushed you into this, and now mutiny is stronger than ever.
First, that's crap. This was my own idea. You didn't push a thing. Second, this might not have been a total win for us. But it wasn't one for Bailey either.
What do you mean? Mutiny has damage control now.
Most of damage control, but not all. I had a talk with Dakota Kai. Turns out we both have versions of Bailey we miss. Dakota's on our side.
We have a mole inside mutiny? Becky, this is amazing. It could change everything.
It could. The only question is, what do we do now to prepare for Survivor Series?
I'm heading over to Raw to get us one more ally.
I like it. Just make sure they're a good fit. This means everything.
I'll do my best.